Okay, greetings everyone. Let's go ahead and hop into another reading. And I did just wash my hands, so residual leftovers. That's very interesting. Maybe that has a meaning. You see something one moment and then the next you don't. All right, but let us get started. I'm hearing reverse order, please. Well, maybe why not? So I hope everyone has been doing well. I'm just going to let all of the cards come out and then we're going to look at them together. As always, with any reading, take what resonates, leave what does not. You may find your own messages and synchronicities just by observing a set of cards that stick out to you, that resonate with you. We are focusing these readings on present energy and where we are right now, actions we and or others are participating in right now, okay? Workplace reading is what I'm hearing. What is the current energy read for workplace? What would you like to reveal about a particular or numerous individuals in the collective's workplace environment right now? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So like I said, we're going to let all the cards come out and then we're going to look at them. So we have here 15 giraffe. We have the 36 emit, might be how that is pronounced. And then we have the 28 fish. So present energies in the workplace. Thank you. Hope everyone is doing well. And I want you to go ahead and write down a question or think of a question. Put it in your memo, text it to yourself. But ask yourself a question that you would like the answer to concerning your workplace environment. Whether it be about yourself and a promotion, your boss, a particular coworker situation. Go ahead and start thinking up a few questions. And then I would also like for you to try, if you can, to jot down the answer you would like to hear. And let's see if that comes out. And if you feel that you resonate with something that is said, look at how, if that answer is true for your situation, what does that reveal about current steps for you to take? Okay. These questions are, reveal to me information about the collective as it pertains to a particular coworker or boss, if that is what you would allow to come out. So reveal to us about workplace relationships. What would you like to show about workplace relationships? Okay, so it's not about us looking at our relationship with other people. Following up under our 15, our 36, and our 28. So 6, 9, and 10. Is there any information about these current situations that you would like to clarify? Thank you. Thank you. Any information about these current situations that you would like to clarify? And the answer is yes. Almost all of these cards came out right here up under the fish. One is dangling right here. So I'm just going to flip them over carefully as they came out. So right here in the middle, we have the 29, alchemical force. And then I'm going to flip these over. Okay. We have 21, resourcefulness. 31, wisdom, which I say is wise dominion. And then we have 32, righteousness. These could be ages: 32, 31, 21, 29. And I see here how 28, 29, and then 31, 32. So a closeness in age range or numerical range potentially. All right, let's go for our last set of cards. What with this Egyptian oracle card deck would you like to conclude this reading with? What are the final items of information of present energy concerning the workplace? All right. What are your final messages concerning the workplace? Thank you so much for everything you've said. Are there any final thank you messages for the workplace? Thank you for everything that has been said. Are there any final messages for the workplace? Okay. So clearly right here, a message as it pertains to our 15 giraffe is this 10, mainly in the reverse, of truth and justice. Okay. And then we have up under the fish, which is our 28. We have a 13 again, mainly in the reverse, restraint or the end of conflict. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull out and see what these top energies mean and glean together an interpretation of this situation. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Coming up first, 15. The giraffe, vision and perspective. The giraffe is a symbol of elevation and foresight, thanks to its long neck, which represents the ability to see far and predict the future. Admired for its grace and tranquility, the giraffe is often depicted in ancient art and hieroglyphics as a symbol of elegance and overcoming obstacles and maintaining a clear view of situations. Its appearance may advise you to adopt a lofty and forward thinking outlook in your life. Look beyond appearances and consider broad perspectives to plan for the future wisely while maintaining calm and facing challenges with grace. Be elegant in your actions and make informed, thoughtful decisions, seeing things from a higher perspective. So, what I'm gleaning immediately is this. You have, and there was one particular situation, or excuse me, sentence is what I wanted to say. So for some of you, there is one particular situation at work. There might have been many, a myriad of things that have happened, but one particular incident sticks out in your mind. I want you to hone in on that one. Okay, that is key here. The sentence that stuck out to me the most is this one. The giraffe is often depicted in ancient art and hieroglyphics as a symbol of elegance in overcoming obstacles and maintaining a clear view of situations. Its appearance may advise you to adopt a lofty and forward thinking outlook in your life. Look beyond appearances and consider broad perspectives to plan for the future wisely while maintaining calm and facing challenges with grace. Coming above this truth and justice, with that one situation, The truth did not come out. You either chose to walk away gracefully, you did not clarify your stance, you did not correct that person, whether it was public chastisement, whatever the situation may be. You feel that in that moment, you did not receive the truth being said by others coming and having your back, or justice that was denied. So, what are you being advised to do right now in your present situation? Look forward. Maintain a clear view. Sit down and write a list of pros and cons about everything you have learned from that work environment, the work situations that have come up. What was your role? What scuttlebutt office gossip did you participate in? That energy always oscillating and revolving, it came back around and bit you in the ass in particular situations and moments. Look back and think on that, your involvement. And now, acknowledging those obstacles or the clear view of those situations, look forward, look up and look forward. Okay. Now let's get to our 36. 36 means introspection and self-evaluation. So again, having vision and introspection, self-evaluation. Some of you are right now evaluating where you are, what you're doing, why you're there, what are your contributions, what is your compensation, where are the promotions, is this where you need to be, is this where you still want to stay? So let's get into that for you. The funerary deity of ancient Egypt depicts itself as a monster with a crocodile head, lion's body, and hippopotamus hind legs. This creature is associated with judgment after death and charged with devouring souls who have too many sins in their hearts. This image suggests you carefully examine aspects of your life that may need improvement or positive change. It is never too late to start over. It is never too late to be reborn. You can break out of your routine and old negative patterns. By judging yourself, you can learn from your mistakes, leave the past behind, and lay the foundation for a new, meaningful existence. What do you really want? Learn from your mistakes and start over. Didn't I just say look at past work situations, scuttlebutt gossip that you participated in about other people, and see how now, whatever that situation you are thinking of where you can point the finger at others, by you previously participating in gossip in any part of your life, negative energy comes around and positive energy comes around. You got that back in some way, whether you think it was justified or not. This card is letting you know that you can be reborn. So currently, yes, look at the situation from a higher perspective, multiple perspectives is specifically what this said. The truth and justice did not come out because judgment was rendered on you looking and having introspection and self-evaluating what were the negative old patterns that you participated in, and how do you need to make improvements now and positive changes now from the mistakes that you have learned from in order to leave that past behind and set up a new foundation. Now, keen here under it is the 29 alchemical force. You have the energy within yourself of mind, goal setting, writing down, meditation, thinking positively, stating affirmations to undo what has been done in order to create a new foundation. Now, when I say undo, that doesn't mean going back in time. What that does mean is putting your energy in the now and in the continuous forward moving now moments, present moments, in order for a new force field to be emanating and resonating as a beacon coming out from you. Okay. But you gotta do that self-evaluation. You're not innocent. This clearly says that you're not innocent. You should be devoured. But instead of being devoured, you are being given an opportunity to look at yourself and to be reborn. You are made up of so many parts. And the destructive incident you think where so much wrong has been done to you was comprised and composed, is what I'm thinking of, like how a musically inclined individual can compose music. This situation was composed of so many notes, high notes, low notes, staccatos, long winded instruments, is what I'm hearing. It's time to cut that wind short and just look at yourself. And finally, let's take a glance over at our fish, which is our 28, fluidity and relax. The fish is associated with the goddess Hat Mehit, Hatmehit, for those of you who know how to enunciate that, whose name means head of the fish and is revered as the protector of water, essential for agricultural prosperity. The fish, as a creature that lives and thrives in the waters of the Nile, suggests the idea of purification and renewal. Relax. Everything is going to go well. Everything is going well, actually. Let go of your fears and worries. If you have to decide something, choose the option that brings you the most peace of mind. Avoid choosing the path, avoid choosing a path that makes you anxious. The fish's ability to reproduce abundantly and renew itself continuously in seasonal cycles reflects concepts of fertility and rebirth. Pursue projects and ideas that can thrive and grow. The fish adapts to the flow of water. Be flexible and resilient in the face of change and challenges. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That concludes this so well. So, something has happened in your life, work or not. You saw it for what it is and were able to cast the blame, to point fingers. You're being told here to look at all of the parties involved, positions, write it down, like literally actually write it down. Each person, what you perceive that they did, what you know that they did and did not do, and actions count as well, including yourself. And then, though you can do that and did do that on paper to just get it out, not saying it, not gossip, but writing it down to see all the perspectives and points of view, because you're not going to get justice for anything that has already taken place. Not in this instance. Evaluate yourself. You can let this situation devour you, get rid of you, have you be fired, or you can own up to your old mistakes and say that these things are my new positive habits so that you can enjoy every season of the work environment being one of renewal for you, of wise dominion and travel, and of the satiety, the good likes of a positive work environment relationship with those that you're supposed to. It's all about alchemical force. Now, specifically here up under the fish, for those of you who are in this current place, okay, you are resourceful, you're wise in your dominion, and you are righteous because you acknowledge that your right now is a result of overcoming whatever your past environment has been like. And though down at the bottom under the fish, we have restraint or the end of conflict, though this might not be the end of conflict. You're choosing to not restrain yourself. Someone speaks negatively about you. The first time you hear a boss say, well, I heard, some of your coworkers, your peers saying XYZ123 about you and that you're doing this. You're not restraining, biting your tongue anymore. You're showing up and pulling up with receipts right there in the moment. Actually, boss, I'm glad that you brought that to my attention. This is actually what I have done. And because I choose to refrain from participating in gossiping or participating in going out for drinks after work, or letting people into my personal life, letting them know where I'm dating or who my babysitter is or what daycare my kids go to or childcare or whatever that is, because I'm choosing to keep my professional life professional and my personal life personal. But I am a personable person here at work in order to have a positive team environment. I just want to let you know that that's my stance. For those of you where that is the case, like, it shows, wow, you're aware of your resources. You are wise and knowing that there are things to share and not to share, that they could always come back and haunt you because of what you have learned from past situations where you saw the truth not coming out and your boss did not come to you and ask you themselves whether A or B or C or D was true. And you feel righteous because you have the opportunity to have that one-on-one conversation, and it's not something loud and flaunty. It's you being unrestrained with standing up for yourself, so that though this might not end conflicts, you nip it in the bud yourself. I like this. I like this. I like this. So I'm seeing a few new things to do here. I have some cards that I've made, and I've been working on, well, as soon as I got them, I worked on them. And no, they will not be for sale. But let's see if there are any that would like to come out. And simply all they are going to be hopefully motivational items. So what would be some potential motivating words, some encouragement for anyone who is tuning in and you're resonating with aspects or parts of this reading? Okay, these two were at the bottom. I'm just going to stick them in and let's see what comes out. All right. All right. Good. I'm just going to cut the deck. Ooh. These all came out. Hopefully they tell a story, but I'm going to take this one and this one. And I heard leave it right here. So let's see what goody treats we have. But first, our story. So, heaven is a place on earth with you. You got to make the best of this situation. You do that for you. Make the best. Blah, 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 blah. Any more naysaying come up, if it's scuttlebutt, if it's just rumors around the office, let that be. We're here for a purpose, a time, a reason, a season. Whatever it is, phase in and phase out. Some of this, you're just going to have to let it roll off for some of you. However, keep your eyes open and see everything. See who's doing the talking. See who goes to the bathroom together. Watch all that human behavior. Be a very good observant person so it doesn't catch you off guard. Because you are made of the stars. You are special. It's seen that you are like a shooting star. You really are a spectacular person. And some people might envy you for how well you stick out, and it gets recognized and talked about in circles when you're not there. Stay that wild child. Be willing to, speak up. I heard cut a rug, nip it in the bud, quick. That smart, quick statement. Always, looking over your shoulder to make sure people don't come in and hear things that you say to be able to recite it out of context, you can say, no, I know exactly who was in front and behind and around me when I said X to a statement stated by B person. Oh, yeah. Factual. Don't waste your time on the unnecessary stuff. Everything doesn't need to be addressed, okay? It does not. Address the things that are relevant and important from people in positions of leadership where it is, and document everything. Oh my gosh, CYA the heck out of the rest of your professional career. Cover your ass. Purchase a composition notebook, put the date at the top, either before you leave, at lunch, all of it. Write it down. And because Google Drive accounts are free, create a new email just so that every day after you write it down, you take a picture of it and you save that image to a Drive folder. So you have proof, even if something happens to it, there's a workplace fire, it gets coffee spilled on it, you keep on writing everything down day of, and you take the picture of it and you upload it day of, and that is your picture, electronic, physical proof of everything that has transpired. So if you do need to send something to HR, oh baby, you've been having your own back. And then spread your wings. For some of you, it is time to spread those wings and fly, baby. Okay. So I love this. I think this reading is great. I don't want it to go too long. But maybe I heard just the place and the truth. So let's look at some place cards. And maybe there's a particular location that will come up. Okay. Maybe there's a particular place, particular work environment. Is there a particular place you would like to show us? Is there a particular place? Thank you so much also. Energy guides, realms and forces connected to the highest, best bliss, will and way being made manifest for those of us who are, we about that life and acknowledging our errors and being grateful and thankful for the time to correct our actions. So is there a place you would like to reveal? Ooh, caught this one. Maybe hospital because it flipped over. Is there a place? Is there a place? Ooh, caught this one too. It almost came out. Heartbreak place. Is there a place? Ooh, we got something. Thank you. Is there a workplace? Specific, thank you. Is there a specific workplace? Woo, wow. Thank you. Okay. This is a lot. I heard don't take that. Okay, so whatever this last chunk is that came out, I'm putting that back right here. And let's look at came out. And I didn't even notice that up there. Okay, well, let's start right here and we'll move north, okay? And maybe that's significant for some of you. It's time to move north, get out of the South. I'm in the South, the state in the South of the United States, in the southern part, of the United States. So maybe for some of you, the workplace environment is a kitchen. Okay, so maybe you are a sous chef and tired of those abuses, the being talked down to, the degrading comments. Maybe for some of you, you work in home maintenance, home cleaning, house care. The bathroom is here. Okay. So someone who cleans toilets. In the past, when yeah. All right, here we go. For some of you, it might be beauty salon as a workplace environment. All right, maybe that resonates. For some of you, you might work with animals, zoo, maybe a veterinary clinic, vet hospital. Maybe some of you work aboard a cruise ship or a yacht or even a cargo ship. Maybe some of you, it's a very mystical place. I'm hearing like Oregon, Seattle, like a really cool, stereotypically hippie, esoteric, like ooey, mystical type of place. um, maybe even a weed cannabis dispensary shop is what I specifically got with that one. And here's the last one: jail. Maybe someone even works in a jail and or prison, because the word prison, or with those who are incarcerated in the justice system, prisons at the bottom. Maybe some of you work in those environments. So if that is you, or you know of someone where this message might be helpful and it might resonate, let them know, like, there's some accountability that has to take place, but it is good once those lessons have been pinpointed and jotted down and actively created, so that the energies that they are, that beacons out, that pings out, attracts to them the fact that don't come up to me with nonsense information or waste my time at all, because I'm a wild child. I'm gonna say what I need to say to who I need to say it to, factually speaking only, and move on. But I'm really grateful for this opportunity to provide this reading for you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your time, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, bye.